Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new map change video and news update video. We have so many map changes in today's video, and we have a temporary update added in, a little content update which has been added in today's update. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world of Fortnite. I would say there's plenty of content for us to be surprised about and look into with the Fortnite storyline. And let's jump into this. If you're new around here, as always, tap that subscribe because I bring daily map changes to you guys every single day. Something does change, as well as lots of other content on the channel. And don't forget to support me in the shop with code postboxpat. So first up, what do we have? We have the return of Shadow and Ghost, the classic duo henchmen, the famous duo that everyone loves, and they have returned into the Fortnite Battle Royale map. And if you're wondering where do you locate these, well, it's actually outside of Misty. So you see Misty here, it's just down to the bottom of Misty by the mountains, by the coast, and you can go inside of this building here and you will find the Shadow and Ghost henchmen inside of here. You have the Shadow henchman who sits in the basement down below, and you also have the Ghost henchman who usually sits looking out of this window. But they do go and meet each other, and let me show you guys a little clip what happens when that happens. So you can see on screen right now, here's a little clip of them meeting, and it's actually quite funny because the way the Shadow and Ghost henchmen interact, it almost acts like they don't like the visitors, or the scientists should I say, or the Seven. It's like they're against the Seven, which kind of makes sense with the storyline a little bit because they are part of Shadow and Ghost, and maybe Shadow and Ghost have nothing to do with the Seven at all. They probably aren't even really aware of them that much, so it's kind of interesting to see that that's all going on. These have also been kicked out of the mothership, which is good to note as well for those wondering, and there is a list of all the emotes that these guys do here on screen right now. These are all the emotes they will do for their time at this house, and we do suspect that these will continue to move around the map as time goes on. If one of them dies, the other one will start crying as well, and if you separate them, they do teleport to each other apparently. That's some of the fun facts with these at the minute. I will explore more of the experimental side with these guys, but for now I've not really had time to explore it on this channel. Over on the second channel we can expect to see what will happen when these meet some of the other NPCs on the map and how they'll interact. I can't wait to find out how Ghost and Shadow are going to react with some of the other NPCs, so make sure you're subscribed over there. So there's everything with the return of Ghost and Shadow. It's obvious that they've been kicked out of the mothership. Now as you can see, the mothership is clearly rotating around the map. We originally had it covering this side of the map over here over Slurpee near the spawn island. It's rotated now over to this side by Misty, and a little bit between Misty and Dirty Docks, I guess. So we can suspect that this is going to continue to rotate around until it gets to Coral Castle. Now on the topic of the Fortnite storyline, we've got lots of things to show off because there's lots of development all over the map happening as I speak right now, and there are so many little changes. So let's go in and have a little look at some of the other map changes added in today's update. And first we're going to have to head over to Stealthy Strongholds to show you guys some of the big changes which has happened over there. So Stealthy Strongholds has had a few little changes, nothing too major, but it's had some big kind of side changes on the escape of the IO team. And you can see if we head down into Stealthy, this is where the IOs were located, but some of them have now been escorted out of here and actually left this area and headed over towards the Sweaty Sands location, also known as Believers Beach this season. That's because there's something really interesting going on over here, and obviously IO want to set up a little base down here. As you can see, IO, they've set up a nice little base. Let me give it a second while it renders in and we'll show you guys that. And there we have it. We've loaded into the Sweaty Sands location with the IO team situated over here. Everything is slowly starting to render in. And as you can see, the IO guards are now locating and patrolling this area. We have one guard with a railgun and a pistol. He has as his secondary, and same with the other guard as well. These can be really frustrating if you landed on this side of the sands or the Believers Beach, because they will beam you at distance with their railguns. Now, what's really cool about this area as well, they aren't in competitive, so don't worry competitive players if any of you are watching. Probably not, but if any competitive players are watching, don't worry, the IOs don't spawn in that. But you can see inside of here, this is what they've done. They've set up a little camcorder to keep track of what's going on. They've also set up a bunch of equipment, as well as they've got a chest right here. They've set up a few different outposts as well. They've brought down one of their mobiles. They've even got a few other of their like tents set up on this side with cams as well. Just a strange little side note, as I was recording this video, I noticed when I was taking the thumbnail, Deadpool's logo was on the camera. Now I don't know if there's anything to do with it or if it's just reused props, but it's pretty exciting to see that because maybe Deadpool could be returning. For those that don't already know as well, these were actually shown as the Avenger tents at the start of the season. When you pick them up with the UFO, they changed. So I feel like it's just a reused prop, but I can't 100% guarantee it. Could Deadpool be returning or not? Let me know in the comment section down below if you think Deadpool's going to return into Fortnite. We really are investigating this location and want to know what's going on with the people at Believers Beach, because we know something big's going on with Believers Beach. We know that Joey's over here, who's disguised as an alien. We even have Brutus, who's situated on a beach, who actually is an alien as well. For those that don't know, if you talk to him with the quest, he will transform into an alien. Pretty sad little spoiler, kind of, I guess. Not really. Most of you have probably already done that quest. It's just a really fun one, and it's just a really cool Easter egg. So yeah, Brutus is located over here as well on the side of the beach. So there's a big kind of mystery going on right now at Believers Beach, storyline content related. This is one of the best POIs on the map as well. Look at this place. It looks amazing. But yeah, that is what's happening right now at Believers. But not only are we going to be getting changes at Believers, in the next few days or so, we're going to actually see some of the IO guards move from this base over here towards Coral Castle. As the big UFO in the sky, the mothership, starts to rotate around over the Believers Beach POI, we will start to see these IO people be deployed towards Coral Castle to investigate why the mothership has decided to move in between here and Believers Beach. We suspect that there's going to be some sort of mini live event or mini map change which will happen during one of the updates, where Coral Castle will get absolutely destroyed or maybe even sucked up by the mothership, as well as following with the Believers Beach location. This will probably impact that as well. We may see some sort of crazy explosion over here as well, with some crazy damage going on. So, you know, that mothership's pretty big, so imagine a big beam coming out from there in this area. I'm sure it would wipe out both of these POIs, or maybe at least leave some damage to Sweaty Sands location. Lots of map changes coming this season and lots of exciting stuff. Now that isn't everything I wanted to cover in today's video. There's also something even extra I wanted to cover in, which I actually missed in last week's map change video. I was saving this for a separate storyline video, but I haven't got around to it, and we may as well cover it in today's video, seeing that this has been more storyline related, and that's actually in the center section of the map. So IO haven't just been deployed to the actual Believers Beach location, they've also been deployed last week towards the center section of the map. One IO guard is situated on this hill right here, and he has the same sort of equipment as the ones actually in Sweaty, with a camcorder, a bunch of other stuff as well to kind of investigate the situation, as well as even a telescope to keep an eye out for the mothership as it begins to rotate round. IO is actually located here, and he's investigating what's going on with the Spire, why it's not kind of ended the loop, where's the 0 point gone, etc. That is currently what the IO team is investigating. So lots of exciting stuff going on in the map, as well as a little map change for anyone wondering. I did mention this in the map change video, but not everyone lands here, and I thought I'd just quickly give it another honorable mention. The Dr. Sloan area has actually got a UFO guaranteed spawn in here because they're investigating the ship. So if you're actually landing in over here and you want a guaranteed UFO, you can get one right here. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. So other than that, the Fortnite storyline is really taking shape right now, and I can't wait to see how everything's going to go in the next few weeks or so. Currently, Epic Games are on a 2-week break, but there is still content lined up throughout that 2 week. As we know, we've still got Boss Zig to be introduced. We covered him in the last week's update. He should be introduced very soon. He was accidentally added into the game. Maybe he's meant to be introduced when the mothership does something. Maybe he's meant to come down from there, and obviously he's been added in a little bit early, accidentally, when the update dropped, because he's probably going to be hot fixed in the next week or so. I assume he'll probably be hot fixed in next week. For those wanting more questions on him, that's probably what will happen. Once Epic Games return, they'll probably hot fix him in again, and he'll be back inside of his location here over at the factories. So super exciting stuff. I can't wait to see where the storyline is going to take us this season. It's been one of my favorite seasons so far. There's so much going on in the world, it's hard to keep track of everything that's taking place. So the map is really starting to expand. We've got a lot going on. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Expect some experimental videos coming very soon with the IO team, and once again, leave a like, comment and subscribe. This is postboxpat signing out.